going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here in Warframe. I'm going to do another little quick tips and tricks here, if you will. I've had various different things, comments in the past of different things. So, this is a Tower 4 Interception solo. Okay. I actually really enjoy running this solo, and so I've got some ideas here for you. The best two frames that work for this are going to be Loki or Loki Prime and Ash or Ash Prime whenever it comes out. Okay. And the reason is you want to actually stay hidden or invisible, if you will, because you don't want to get detected. Okay. If you're detected, the aggro from the enemies spawns everywhere, and it makes this more difficult. Now, as you get higher up in the rounds as well, it becomes a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging to capture all the points and to maintain all the points. But you can pretty much always stay ahead of the game as long as you can keep yourself invisible. So here I'm using the Loki. The weapons, really, you can bring whatever weapon you want. Just take a weapon that you're comfortable using to kill Captain Vor, because he will always show up in one of the rounds. Okay. A tip on that is that if he shows up in the middle of a round and you're running around invisible, don't worry about him. Don't stop. Finish the capture before you do anything else. Always finish capturing the data before you do anything else. Now, what's nice about doing this solo versus as a team is one solo you can keep track of where the enemies are. Okay. So you're always generally going to be able to capture 3 of the 4 points, and one will always be not captured. You'll always be trying to recap it, basically. As you can see right now, I've gotten all 4 points. I'm invisible, so I'm not causing aggro. I'm not causing too many enemies to spawn. They'll all spawn at the end when we get through it. Again, weapons, your choice. Bring whatever you need to take out Vor and the enemies here at the end of the capture point. But that's basically it. This is a great way to run for ducats, ducates, if you will, because you can get some nice quality stuff out of here. Great way for fusion cores as well. A great way to farm Captain Vor. Easy enough to farm Captain Vor. And basically now what happens is if you bring in multiple guys, okay? And now, of course, you could do this with a team and everybody's running invisible. Nobody's going to know. Then you're going to keep your aggro down and you can all capture points and hold out. And you can do this indefinitely, like I said, but as you get higher up in the rounds, it's going to take longer to get the full capture point in. Just as it does. Now, of course, you know, my Loki, I rushed the hushed invisibility mod on this for this run, which means they can't hear my gun when I'm shooting, so they're not going to figure out that I'm killing them, I guess, if you will. 100% silenced. We have lost control of the tower. And this is no different than saying solo running a survival. Actually, this is much easier than solo running a survival to do solo run this as it is. You may run out of energy from time to time. That can happen. Something nice, though, that I really like about using Loki on this is when you get to the higher rounds and you start to have more enemies coming and spawning throughout the process, decoy comes in real handy. So I can stay invisible. I can put decoy in the middle of wherever, and the enemies will start heading towards the decoy while I'm still capturing everything else. And that kind of works out pretty nice too. So, there's just some ideas. I use this for quick, like I said, for ducat farming, for grabbing fusion cores, sometimes leveling gear, depends upon what I'm bringing in. Of course, if I want to farm Vor for particular mods, but by now most people have like umpteen copies of Vor's mods, and maybe they should add some more mods to him. Some of those rare stuff that's out there that hasn't been added. Would be nice to see that added to him, so he has a bigger pool of things that could drop. But if you have comments or questions, please do feel free to leave them below. Like I said, it's a pretty simple process. It's easier done solo because capturing the points goes faster when you're solo than when you're with teams. Anyway, comments, questions. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.